All right, man. I did a video on this like a couple months back. I forgot what I did to the video, if I deleted it or I forgot. Might have put it on private or deleted it. I don't remember. But anyways, somebody just reminded me today to do this again and talk about this again. And I still see some people coming up with this excuse, man, that semen retention will cause prostate cancer. Okay, prime example of two things. Prime example of excuses. It's a prime example of excuses, and it's a prime example of somebody who does half-ass research and only reads what they want to read, man. You know what I'm saying? So I went online. I went to WebMD. I went to the very website where you can look at the the study that people like to use. This is the study that people like to use and bring up as an excuse, as an argument to why you shouldn't practice semen retention. So we're just going to look at this. We're going to go over this real quick. It says, can sex, masturbation affect prostate cancer risk? Here's a health tip that might sound pretty good to many guys. Have more sex or masturbate more, and you might lower your odds of getting prostate cancer. Research suggests that the more often men ejaculate, the less likely they are to have the disease. What's the link? Over the years, there's been growing evidence of a link between ejaculation and lower chance of prostate cancer, but the 2016 results of a major study made the strongest case yet. The researchers asked men to answer questions about how often they ejaculated. Okay, it asked men to answer questions. Now, we don't even know for sure if all of the questions were answered truthfully. That's for one. Okay. Now, sex, masturbation, or wet dreams were all included. Then they tracked almost 32,000 of these men for 18 years. The researchers found that guys who did it the most, at least 21 times a month, had about a 20% lower chance of prostate cancer compared with those who did it less, 4 to 7 times a month. That was true in several age groups. The exact number of times didn't matter. Basically, the more men ejaculated in a month, the exact number, Why might ejaculation help prostate health? Experts aren't sure. Some believe that it can flush out harmful chemicals that might build up in semen. Okay, here's a big one right here, right? Well, okay, when we know how semen is created, we know that the food that we consume, it goes through a process and eventually it converts into bone marrow, and that bone marrow eventually converts into sperm. Okay? Now, we don't even know the men in this study. We don't even know what these men's diets look like. Like, that will play a big role. I believe that because the food we eat eventually gets converted into semen, and all the semen is made up of all these minerals and vitamins, and it's consumed with a lot of the stuff that we eat, right? So let's say a person is eating, let's say I'm eating Popeyes and McDonald's and fried chicken and Coca-Cola all day, right? But I'm practicing semen retention. Or I'm not ejaculating as often as this person. Like you could take me, right? I could be on semen retention and eating a bunch of junk food. The other person might be having sex frequently, but they might be eating healthier. They might be consuming healthier foods and nutrition. I believe that, yeah, I think I would have a higher chance of catching prostate cancer because all that semen that I'm building up is toxic. It's toxic and acidic because all I'm eating is bullshit. All I'm eating is bullshit. So it would make sense if I'm eating bullshit on a consistent basis. It would probably be smart for me to ejaculate and release. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like, you know what I'm saying? It's waste. You know what I'm saying? You got a bunch of waste in you. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it would be smart to flush that BS out if you're eating a bunch of bullshit. So that's major. That's let's. So we got to take that into consideration as well, right? Then it says what we don't know. While research is promising, there's still a lot scientists need to learn. Some things to consider. Look, hold on. Hold up. Let's bring it back. Let's rewind it. What we don't know. While research is promising, there's still a lot scientists need to learn. Some things to consider. Here's some more things. I already gave y'all one thing to consider. Now let's take some more things to consider. There's actually no proof that ejaculating more actually causes lower chance of prostate cancer. For now, doctors only know that they're connected. It may be that men who do it more tend to have other healthy habits that are lowering. Didn't I just say that? Didn't I basically just say that? Didn't I just give y'all the perfect example? Come on, man. It's showing me y'all not that bright. For the dudes that's saying this shit, y'all not that bright and y'all not researching good enough. Okay? Ejaculation doesn't seem to protect against the most deadly or advanced types of prostate cancer. Experts don't know why. Scientists don't know if ejaculation during sex versus masturbation has the same benefits. Some research has found that the makeup of semen is different for each. For example, semen during sex has higher levels of sperm and some chemicals. It's possible that these could make a difference in the man's odds. Not all studies have found a benefit. Not all studies have found a benefit. The 2016 study got attention because of its size. But some smaller studies have not shown the same good results. A few even found that some men, specifically younger men, who masturbated more had slightly higher chances of prostate cancer. So it's a lot of different factors and that could play a role within this study, man. So it's just a study. It's not an actual scientific fact of what y'all are saying. This is just a study, and there's multiple different studies that are showing different things, and there's a lot of different aspects you got to put into play here. So y'all just making excuses just because y'all just don't want to level up, and y'all just weak-minded, and y'all just don't want to, you know. That's all it is, man. Now here's the thing I found funny. The country with the highest rates of prostate cancer, from what I'm seeing, from what Google is saying, France is ranked number 1. Okay, so places like Europe. You know, look, which country has the lowest prostate problems? The lowest prostate cancer are observed in Far East and on the Indian subcontinent, and the highest rates occur in Western Europe, Australia, and North America. Here's what I find funny, right? Because semen retention is like the most popular in India. Like it's like almost like a part of their culture, I think, in a lot of parts of Asia, like monks and stuff like that. And it's no coincidence that the Indian subcontinent and the Far East have the lowest amounts of prostate cancer, but these people practice semen retention at a higher rate compared to any other nation on the planet because it's like a part of their culture. You know what I'm saying? It's a part of their culture. You know what I'm saying? So I find that very funny as well. And I find it funny that Europe and North America, you know, some of the most promiscuous continents on the planet have the highest rates of prostate cancer. I'm finding that very funny as well. But I'm going to conclude this video here, man. So when y'all bring that shit up, just know it's not even a scientific fact of what y'all are saying, that semen retention will cause prostate cancer. Y'all are just using one study, and that study doesn't even, I just showed y'all the study. The study didn't even come to the conclusion. So y'all going based off a theory because y'all are weak-minded. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, man. That's all it is, bruh. That's it. Almost every organism on this planet has a mating season. None of these animals are catching prostate cancer. Monks aren't catching prostate cancer. The Indians have some of the lowest rates of prostate cancer, yet they practice semen retention more than any other nation on this planet. So y'all got to go sit down, man. Cut it out.